What's up, guys, and welcome to a new episode of New Fun Fridays, and today we're talking about bulking. So in this video I want to cover three main points: mentality, training, and then I also want to cover macros, your macro breakdown for a successful bulk or lean bulk, as a lot of people like to call it. So the first point is mentality. Now, going into a bulk, you have to be ready for it, I guess you could say. Well, there's a lot of people that been cutting for a while now, and winter is coming, and then normally whenever winter comes, you don't have to take off your shirt anymore and different things like that. So that's whenever most people take that advantage and start bulking, because whenever you're bulking, you do put on a few more pounds. You do lose your abs. But it's all a part of gaining the muscle that you want for later on down the road. Well, a lot of people may reach this point, and yes, winter is coming, but they're not quite satisfied with where their body is just yet. They feel that they have enough muscle in their body, but they still have a little bit more fat left to go. Well, just because it's getting to a point or to a season where a lot of people are transitioning, if you're not ready, then don't. Keep cutting. If you're cool with continuing in a deficit, and you still want to lose those last few pounds, go ahead and do it. Nobody says that you have to go into a bulk just because, one, everybody else is doing it, and number two, because it's going into wintertime. Do what you're comfortable with and what makes you happy. Along with that, like I said, that you are going to be gaining a little bit of weight. That's another part of mentality. You have to be okay with that. You will probably lose your abs. That's just a part of it. Your face will probably kind of get bloated out, and it may not even look like you lift. But what you have to do, and kind of what keeps me sane through the bulk is you are giving up aesthetics now for even better aesthetics later. I think that that is the golden rule of bulking. Just know that next year or whenever you decide to start cutting, that all the progress that you made in this bulk is just going to be phenomenal, and you're going to be bigger than you were last year, and that's the goal. Tip number 2 is training. Now, what I try to do whenever I go into a bulk is being that I have all this surplus of food, I have all this surplus of carbs and glycogen in my body, I try to use those to the fullest. And I try to make sure I'm hitting all of my compound lifts. And primarily what I do is throughout my bulk, put those compound lifts that I'm really focusing on, I try to make them a staple in my training splits throughout the whole, bulking season. So let's say for legs, what I try to do is let's say squats, that's my compound movement for legs. I'll make sure that I am constantly increasing weight on my squat. If you're already doing, following the plan, kind of a similar style that I do with progressive overload, whether you're going up reps or you're going up weight, as long as you are steadily increasing your weight or increasing your reps, you know that you are getting stronger, and that your bulk is successful. So let's say that you get to a point where, you're kind of starting to stall out on your lifts, then what you need to do is you need to alter your diet and alter your macros, to give you a little bit more energy to be able to, increase that weight. And again, you're not going to be, going up 45-pound plate, you're not going to be going up that much. It's going to be a very slow and gradual increase, especially once you're deep into your bulk. The lifts will start to get heavier, but that's just where you got to push it even harder, and that's where those gains really start to come into effect. Going into point number 3, which is your macro breakdown, I'm going to kind of keep this very basic and very simple. For your protein, you want to keep at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight on your body. So I weigh 200 pounds, so I make sure that I get in 200 grams of protein a day. Then as far as fats, what I try to do is, and what I recommend is whenever you figure out your total daily calories for your bulk, so what you want to do is you want to figure out your maintenance level, which I have a video on how to figure out your macros. So if you go watch the video, and I teach you how to figure out your maintenance. Well, what you want to do is once you figure out your maintenance, you want to go into a slight, surplus of calories. So what you want to do is you want to keep your fats at around 20% of your total daily calorie intake. And the reason why you want to do this is because fats are more easily they turn into body fat a lot easier than carbs do. So you want to keep your fats relatively low unless you're a hard gainer. If you're one of those guys like I used to be, where you were pencil thin, no matter what you ate you couldn't gain weight, just nothing worked. Well, then you kind of want to have your fats a little bit higher than that, because fats are very calorie dense. 1 gram of fat equals to 9 calories, so those can add up very, very quickly. So if you're a very, hard gainer, then you want to kind of up your fats a little bit. And then as far as carbs, once you figure out your protein, once you figure out your fats, then you just want to fill the rest of your diet with carbs. This can vary, it may be really high, it may kind of be, level to where your protein's at, but as you're increasing your calories, you basically want to increase your carbs. So, yeah, carbs is just kind of a gimme. You just kind of stick them in there where, where they fit. Let's say that you have your diet and you're in a surplus, but you stall out and you're not gaining weight. Well, what you want to do is you want to up your calories, probably around 150 to 200 calories, and you want to take all of that from carbs. Because like I said, your body, of course you need to up your protein as your body weight goes up, and your fats are going to relatively stay the same, but you want to increase your calories, like I said, to 150 to 200, and you want to increase all of that by carbs. And that's just going to give you a whole lot more energy in the gym, and you can be ready just to kill it. That's the video. I hope you guys could take something from this. If you are going into a lean bulk, I hope it's successful for you. As far as being a little more lenient on your diet, of course you can. I do it. You've been dieting so hard for the past few months, to get lean, that, now you just want to go out and, and you want to enjoy yourself. You want to enjoy life, so it's okay to have those extra cheat meals, it's okay to, have those few extra drinks. This is the time you just go out and enjoy life. So don't take it too seriously. I would say what I try to do is, for myself, I try to stay about 80%, 75 to 80% on my diet at all times, and then I give a little leeway for myself, about 20%. It'll be okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, you might get a little bit more weight, but wait till you see the amount of energy you're going to have in the gym. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you found it useful, please share it. I would appreciate that greatly. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!
Myself, the way you living is so good.